What's up, I Love Sport family? Today we're diving into a massive headline that's creating shockwaves across the sports world. New reports suggest that Stephen Curry may no longer be tied to Under Armour, ending one of the most important athlete brand partnerships of the last decade. For years, Steph and Under Armour were almost inseparable, but now there are growing signs that this era might be coming to an end. To understand why this is such big news, we need to look back at how this relationship started. In 2013, Curry signed with Under Armour after Nike underestimated him. That decision changed both the company and the NBA landscape. Curry went on to win multiple MVPs, championships, and cemented his legacy as the greatest shooter in league history. Under Armour built the Curry signature line around him and even launched a full Curry brand similar to the Jordan brand model. For a long time, Steph wasn't just an athlete endorsed by Under Armour. He was their identity and their main superstar. But now, industry insiders believe the partnership may be coming to an end. There are several reasons being discussed behind the scenes. One of them is Under Armour's recent financial struggles. The company hasn't performed well in the basketball market, losing ground to Nike, Adidas, and new competitors like Puma and New Balance. With sales down and restructuring underway, the company may no longer be able or willing to support a massive long-term superstar contract. Another reason is where Curry is in his career. At this stage, he doesn't need a typical performance shoe deal. What he needs is a legacy platform, something that sets him up for the next 20 years, similar to what the Jordan brand did for Michael Jordan. If Under Armour can't provide that kind of long-term vision or cultural impact, it makes sense for Curry to explore his options. There have also been reports that Curry and his team want more creative control. Some sneaker designers have mentioned that Under Armour's corporate structure limits innovation, marketing, and the cultural reach that Curry's brand could achieve. While his signature line has had strong moments, it never quite became a cultural phenomenon on the level of other superstar lines. That isn't due to Curry, but to Under Armour's struggles with promotion and distribution. If Curry is indeed preparing to leave, the impact on Under Armour would be enormous. Stephen Curry has been the face of the company for over a decade. Losing him would reshape their entire basketball division. It would affect sales, branding, their youth market, and even shareholder confidence. Curry isn't just another athlete. He has been the company's backbone. Without him, the future becomes unpredictable. Now, the big question is, what's next for Curry? If he leaves Under Armour, which brand has the best chance of signing him? Several major possibilities are already circulating in the sports business world. The first and most dramatic option is Nike. Nike passed on Curry early in his career, mispronounced his name during a presentation, and let him walk away. Signing him now would be one of the biggest full-circle moments in sports history. Nike has the infrastructure, marketing power, and global visibility to elevate Curry into a true lifestyle icon. He could collaborate with the Jordan brand design team, release retro versions of his older sneakers, and launch a legacy line that continues long after his retirement. Another strong option is Adidas. Adidas is looking to rebuild its basketball lineup after several major departures. Curry would immediately revive the entire division. Adidas invests heavily in legacy storytelling, which fits perfectly with where Curry is in his career. They would likely offer him a massive, long-term deal and full involvement in design and branding decisions. A third option is Puma. Puma has been aggressive in recent years, signing LaMelo Ball, Scoot Henderson, and other rising stars. They want a global face for the next chapter of their basketball line, and Curry would instantly elevate them. Puma is known for giving athletes broad creative freedom, something Curry's team has wanted. New Balance is another realistic destination. They have already built a solid reputation in basketball by partnering with Kawhi Leonard and other stars. New Balance offers athletes a lot of control over their projects, and for a legendary player looking for a personal legacy platform, that could be very appealing. There is also a bold possibility being discussed: Curry launching his own independent brand. He has the global reach, financial power, and cultural impact to create something completely unique, perhaps under names like Curry Co. or 30 Brand. This route would be risky but revolutionary. It would give him full ownership and long-term control over his brand future. Very few athletes in history have the influence to attempt this, and Curry is one of them. Fans online are reacting strongly to the rumor that Curry might leave Under Armour. Some fans say that leaving would be the best business decision he could make, because other brands would elevate him globally. Others believe the Curry brand is already part of his legacy and should stay where it's been built. Sneaker enthusiasts are excited about the idea of Curry joining Nike or Adidas because it would mean better designs, better marketing, and possibly retro releases of his older sneakers. A move like this doesn't just impact the shoe industry, it affects the NBA as a whole. Young players often model their game after Steph, and millions of kids worldwide wear his sneakers. A shift in his brand partnership would influence fashion, marketing, basketball culture, and the next generation of players. Just like Michael Jordan transformed sneaker culture decades ago, Stephen Curry's next move can shift the landscape again. If the reports are true and Curry is truly preparing to leave Under Armour, it marks the end of one of the most important partnerships in modern sports. But it also opens a door to an entirely new chapter in his legacy. Whether he joins Nike, Adidas, Puma, New Balance, or creates his own brand, whatever Curry does next is guaranteed to shake the sports world. Let me know what you think. Should Stephen Curry stay with Under Armour, or should he take his brand to another level with another company? And if he does move, which brand would be the best fit for him? This is I Love Sport. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more major NBA stories and deep analysis.